Stay tuned for Pause for Thought, the podcast hosted each week by cats and dogs with a message. And now here's your friendly host, Miss Annabelle.
Welcome, dear listeners, to another exciting episode of Pause for Thought. I'm your host, Annabelle, that has a curious mind and a passion for exploring the world around us. Today, we have a very special guest joining us, my friend, Darky, the wise and witty black bulldog. Welcome to the show, Darky.
Thanks for having me, Annabelle. I'm really excited to chat with you today.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Now, let's dive right into today's topic. Why do people look different? This is a fascinating subject, Darky, and it raises so many questions. Let's start with the basics. What are some of the main factors that contribute to physical differences among people?
Well, Annabelle, there are several key factors that account for why people look different from one another. One of the most significant is genetics. Each individual inherits a unique set of genes from their parents, which determines various traits such as skin color, hair texture, eye color, and even height. These genetic differences come from the long history of human evolution and adaptation to different environments.
That's very interesting. So, genetics plays a major role in our physical appearance. But are there other influences at play, too?
Absolutely. Another important factor is the environment. For instance, people living in different parts of the world may have evolved certain physical characteristics that help them adapt to their surroundings. For example, those who live in sunny areas might have darker skin as a natural protection against UV radiation, while those from cooler climates may have lighter skin, which helps with vitamin D absorption. It's a fascinating interplay between our genes and where we live.
That makes a lot of sense. Environmental factors must have shaped human diversity throughout history. Now, let's talk about cultural influences. How do culture and lifestyle contribute to the differences that we see in people?
Cultural influences are actually quite significant, Annabelle. Different societies may promote various beauty standards, clothing styles, and even grooming habits that can affect physical appearance. For example, in some cultures, certain hairstyles or body modifications like tattoos and piercings may reflect individual identity. Additionally, lifestyle choices like diet and exercise can further influence our appearance over time.
So, culture and lifestyle can really shape how people present themselves. That's quite enlightening. But what about the role of diversity in society? Why is it important for us to celebrate our differences?
Celebrating our differences is crucial, Annabelle, because diversity enriches our communities and promotes understanding. When we appreciate various cultures, traditions, and perspectives, it enhances creativity, innovation, and harmony. Plus, it helps us to recognize that beauty comes in many forms and fosters inclusivity. When we're respectful and curious about each other, we build stronger, more compassionate societies.
Well said, Darky. It's so essential to promote a culture of acceptance. Now, before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts or advice for our listeners about embracing individuality?
Yes, just remember, friends, every one of us is unique, and that uniqueness is something to be celebrated. Take pride in who you are, and be open-minded towards others. Embrace differences. It's what makes our world a wonderful place. And never forget, we're all part of the same neighborhood, no matter what we look like.
Beautifully put, Darky. Thank you for joining us today and for sharing your insights on this important topic. I hope our listeners enjoyed today's discussion as much as we did. Until next time, dear friends, keep wondering and keep exploring. Tune in next week for another adventurous episode of Pause for Thought. Bye-bye.